stage.
Oh, there we
There we are.
That's why you're in charge.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Hello, hello. It's storming really bad here. I was just telling Jeff that a house 5 miles away from us just got struck by lightning.
We had a tornado warning that has expired a few minutes ago, so fun times.
Hello. Yeah. Is anybody else getting hit by the bad storms right now?
Hi, Lisa. Oh,
Holla. How are you all? I have my emotional support human being with me today. I suckered him on to coming on with me for a bit.
So in a few minutes, we'll talk about that. We'll let some people jump on.
Yeah.
I didn't want to ruin the girls' night, but she wanted me to come on at least for part of it, see how it goes. Yeah. Raining in Idaho. Hi, Barbie. Sue Burdick, how are you? Yesterday in Michigan, they had storms. Yeah.
They had bad storms.
My ears are pretty.
They had bad storms in Kentucky, I know. Oh, sunshine and 80s in Texas.
See?
We're jealous. Jealous.
Let's go to Texas.
Absolutely.
Hi, Cindy. How are you and Mark? Storms last night. It's supposed to get cold again, too. Well, cooler. You said the high is going to be 50 tomorrow.
50s.
So.
Susan, she said she had a tornado. My sister lives in Louisville, and she was telling us that also. So I just wanted to apologize. Jeff had this great night planned out. We went out to eat. We were going to take the dog for a walk, so he would be tired and he would behave. And it stormed.
Top then, hello.
So now he's terrified of the storm, so he may be a little bit needy.
Hi, Danielle.
So.
Moderators. One thing, and I know I have some of your phone numbers, but if you guys could email your phone numbers so we can, and Brenda, I know Mary, I'm supposed to call you. I'm so sorry, but I will do that. That way we could set up like a text link that we can all chat back and forth. Just, keep everybody up to date on what's going on, maybe before or after or whatever. But what we don't want to do, and I absolutely have not had a problem, is unless comments are really, really off the wall, let's not delete or block.
No.
But you guys use your discretion. I trust. That's why you guys are here. I trust.
And like Jeff and I've talked about it. Everybody can have one bad day.
Absolutely.
But I think, if there's somebody on here that you will notice is consistently being negative or whatever, then you all can use your discretion. But yeah, everybody has bad days, so we're not gonna count that against people. So Wednesday night.
What?
7:00, or we don't know what time. Dessert.
Whatever you decide.
Well, you all can help.
I am the chef. I don't make.
Okay, so if you all actually want to put in there a good time, Jeff is cooking. I think you're going to do an Oreo poke cake.
Whatever.
Yes.
I'm doing dessert. That's what I know. I got my new oven mittens. I'm ready to rock and roll.
I think just for.
Look at her shirts.
I yell it.
Look.
Whatever.
You guys sent these to us.
Yeah. Marsha, I will have to check for your email.
Oh, I'm glad. So Mark had another surgery, and apparently he did well. That is awesome.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. I think about you guys a lot. Hopefully we'll get to see you soon. What if, right? Exactly. So.
Just a second, real quick. Does 7:00 work better? 8:00 work better? What time works better that we don't?
Hi, Patty.
We don't interfere with anybody else's, and what the best time for you all in the evenings. So just let us know. I think we're all excited about the Oreo poke cake.
Where's our
Where's what? Banners. Adventures of Oreo.
So there's our email. If you guys want to send information to us, that would be great. So I want to talk a little bit about why I'm on here tonight and not just Mary.
Well,
what?
Okay.
What?
No, go ahead.
What?
Okay.
Well, it's supposed to be Mondays with Mary.
I know.
These ladies want to see you, not me.
I've had, first of all, part of this, I think a large chunk of this is me right now, where my brain is. But you want to move the Oreo over Joey because it drives some people crazy when we keep the banner on there too long.
I can. What do I do?
Hide. Right there.
Oh, yeah. That's easy. Hello.
Hello. No, we don't have the big banner. So. No, and part of it too is, and I'm going to say, like, I've read somewhere that marriage, like, is 50-50. Well, it's really not 50-50. It's like wherever the other person is. Like, we were talking, like, this last 2 weekends, I've really, really tried to help Jeff get storage done because I know he's busy. So, I mean, I think it's just give and take. And when one person can only give 20%, the other person gives 80, and vice versa. It's one of those days, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're being my 80%. So we appreciate you.
So, guys, I've gotten to the point where, so what Mary, she's a huge part of this channel.
And part of it, I know I have to grow a thicker skin, but also that's not me. And I've always said I'm going to be authentic.
Hey, Carrie, did you guys get back to New York okay? How's the chicken? So part of the reason that I'm on here tonight is, number one, Mary, like I said, she's a huge part of this channel. I am so much more comfortable knowing that we're doing this together. However, you read comments because I get distracted.
I'm reading,
okay.
I know.
If there's anything I need to know, you can tell me.
I'll let you know.
So, like I said, Mary's a huge part of this channel, and Mary spends a lot of time reading comments. Where quite honestly, I am very thankful for that because I want you guys to feel heard, and I want you guys. We want to respond because we're a small channel,
and that's important to me because, like, if somebody sends me, like, I want you all. I mean, like, we love you all. I mean, if you send a message, I want you to know that, like, I've read it, and so. But that's my downfall.
So Carrie's almost home, and Mary Kate's doing well. Mary Kate's the chicken. Yes. And then I'm going to get back on. Lauren did have her surgery. I was actually able to talk to her this afternoon. She's doing good. She's very exhausted, but the surgery went well, and she will be coming home from the hospital at some point tomorrow. Okay, back on track. So because Mary reads the comments, and like, we want to respond to you guys. We really, really do. I feel we're small enough that we can be doing that, right? So there's been some mean comments that she takes very, very personal. So, guys.
And I think the ones I take the most personal are the ones like, Jeff, have you left your wife yet?
Yeah. So
those are the ones that kill me.
So we're not, like, her and I are working on our marriage. It's going well. You know, it's not perfect. You know, we're not going to get sign up for a Netflix special or anything yet. But having said that, if you guys, or if there's somebody on here that doesn't like our content, which listen, guys, I get it. I absolutely get it.
And part of it is, I mean, let's just be real honest. Like, you and Jay are right. You all are fun. You all are a blast. And I get that. And I'm not that. That's just not me. I'm a little bit more serious, but I'm just me.
So if you don't like what you don't have to tell us. Just not watch that night, or just move on to something that's different. Or I know, trust me, guys, we know that we don't have the animals, we don't have the ranch, and we don't have all the things, but that's our goal, not to have a big, huge, massive thing like that. But our goal, we have 4 goats that we keep over at Jay's house, and we know that we don't have the constant interaction with animals. So believe me, we talk about this all the time, and I'm not the type to go over to Jay's place just simply to make content. Right. He's my best buddy, and they do a lot for us, and I know he would have absolutely no problems with me going over there and making content, but I don't feel that that's proper.
And honestly, and I didn't even tell you this, I was really thinking today, why do I get teary? But like, this is not me. This is not you. We don't do this. Like, we would have never imagined doing this.
No.
So my theory is that this is a God thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, God has put this in our life for a reason.
Absolutely.
And so I'm really going to start taking those. I'm actually going to stop reading. And the thing is, I think these people are smart enough. They're not going to come on here and say it, because I think they know that you have our backs. And, but it's like afterwards. So I'm either going to stop reading, or I just, like, the other day, honestly, I just hid their comments because there's absolutely no reason.
But the problem is, we want to read, like, all the good comments and the people that liked us. So here's the way I'm just going to be real and tell you how I look at this. When I first started with Steinmetz, and I didn't really know him, and I would comment and I would get a response back. It made me feel good. So that's kind of our goal with this is we want to be able to talk to you guys. We want to be able to, if you guys send us an email, mainly Mary, excuse me, but she's the one that's doing all the response. I read them, when I can, but she really has taken it upon herself to do these types of things. And so obviously she sees the bad ones. Now she may get 100 nice ones and one that's not, and that's the one she's um looking at responding. Hey Justin, he's actually in with Lauren now.
Yeah. And he would have also done is like I said, I'm going to give everybody a day grace because we all we all have.
But what she's finding too is, let's just say somebody comes up and makes me comment, then she'll go back and read all of her comments.
Yeah, that's what I do. Like if somebody leaves a not nice, then I'll like click on their name and then you can go back and see what comments they've left. And usually it is if there's a consistent, everybody gets a day grace. But if there's consistent negativity, and usually, honestly, if you go back, it's consistently people that want your attention. Honestly,
right.
Yeah. I know you're exactly right. I need to remember that there are 99 out of 100 is still an A. Yes, absolutely. I love you all. And most of the time I'm good with it, honestly. But I think I've said on my own videos, I'm trying to go through like a little. It's not a situational depression. It's just kind of like a little funk I'm in, and so then everything's just as like the end of the world. But
Linda, do you want Royce? You can have him.
I have to say the cool thing that people need to like. 3 months ago, you'd have been like, "You're just being stupid. You're being too sensitive. You're being ridiculous." And tonight, you stood up and you supported me, and I appreciate that more than you'll ever know.
Right.
More than you'll ever know. So
we just gotta, as I watch different channels and whatnot, there's sometimes things I don't agree with, but I would never write them and tell them, "Hey, it takes too much energy." Like I just scroll on to the next thing, or or maybe watch it to the end and find out at the end, hey, that really wasn't that bad. Like I don't know, but if you want to send stuff to me and tell me I'm an idiot or I'm boring or whatever, I'm
never boring.
But I'm okay with that. Like and honestly, we've gotten some criticism that's been good.
Right.
Like
we've got some very constructive.
Yeah, and we want that. We really do. We want that. We want to do better.
And one of the things that people, and we're going to be active on it is, and it's true, our name does not represent our content.
Yeah, we got to really, I really do got to buckle down. I'm so here's where my brain is with that. We're losing some people, and I knew that was going to happen. I fully knew that was going to happen.
But that stresses you.
It does stress me because like, what did I do? And I do take that personal, but I knew in my head when I left Texas it was going to happen. So we're very happy to have all of you here. We're thrilled with that. We just want to build upon that, and then it'll all be good. But so I'm worried that in the midst of losing people is now the time to change the channel name. I know you guys won't go anywhere, but also when I was talking with Lester and Jay, and I might need just a little bit of a catchier name for our channel because people see it up on YouTube or the other platform. They may like, well, I'm not really interested in that. But if we come up with something like, I feel like it has to have something with bibs in because, well, tonight I don't have my bibs on.
Bibs on.
But yeah, so these are things we're definitely thinking about and talking about. And guys, trust me, there's things in the works to it'll be a little more entertaining, and I have ideas and things that we're going to do as a family. And I just
and
just be positive.
Right.
And if you don't, beauty and bibs. I thought of that, and that was exactly, well, it's going to be bibs and beauty because bibs got to go first, right?
Of course.
But we were worried that people would think it's like a cosmetology show or something. So I don't know. Weird, no bibs, right?
I know.
Oh man. I love my bibs too. That my butt don't fall out.
Bibs and babes. Yeah, we're definitely thinking about that.
But you guys send us suggestions. We're, like I said, we read and we, absolutely.
We really do.
Thank you, Laurie.
And we do absolutely have some things
Bibs and my babe.
Oh.
That's kind of
Hold on
cool.
a second. Okay, so.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Justin, if you're still listening.
Yeah, it's my buddy. So I don't know if you're kicking me off here or what, but I told her
No, you can go ahead.
I promised her I would not stay on. Like, I just wanted her to feel comfortable. So again,
You can
3 months ago, I shouldn't have said I wanted her because I loved her as a human. I just didn't know where we would be. Now I love her as my partner, and I'm really looking forward to her and I building this relationship back up. So I'm going to stick up for her. So if you don't like watching her and you think she's boring, then you think I'm boring. And I'm not saying leave the channel, but what I'm saying is if you don't like Mondays with Mary, go find something else. It's okay. We'll be back on Tuesday doing something else, and the knucklehead and I will be getting Argo stuck or whatever.
We'll be cooking.
And we'll be cooking, and trust me, there's things happening that are going to make it better.
And once again, I'm going to say, if I were in a million years 3 months ago thought you would be sitting here being my support human being,
right? But that's all part of this, and this is us being real. Like, we're not, we're not making this up. Like, she was truly upset, like pretty much all weekend. I could tell. And today she sent me a message that said, "Hey, I'm going to set up Mondays with Mary, and like 2 hours later, will you please go on with me?" So I called her. I said, "What's wrong?" Because I can just tell. And then she got that she was boring, and I'm like, "Well, number one, you're going to get banned for reading comments, but just please."
Part of this is me. I'm gonna have to take some accountability. Part of it is just where my brain is right now. So, but that's okay. But honestly, as stupid as this sounds,
Jersey and Jeff and Mary, it could just be that simple.
As stupid as this sounds, though, like this, you being here for me right now, as crazy as it is, means so much to me. And it wouldn't have happened had I probably not been vulnerable and been upset. So actually, I think, sometimes I think God uses things to show us things that we didn't necessarily see.
Right.
And right now, these are kind of happy tears because it just hit me like, you really do love me.
Absolutely. This ain't staged.
No. I know.
She did tell me the other week I need hugs once in a while. Because I'm not.
Ladies, would you please explain to him that we need hugs? Like.
So it's and we've talked about this. She has tried to drill this into my head for the last 20 years that my love language is acts of service, right?
Absolutely.
And your love language is?
It's words of affirmation and physical touch.
Right.
Not. Okay, ladies.
Yeah, I won't do it.
Men's view of physical touch.
Jay just shaking his head and said he's so dumb.
I keep telling him, like, I just need a hug. Like, just need it because.
And have you noticed I've been.
You have ever since I mentioned it.
Right. And I don't say that was good, right?
Yes, exactly. Usually he would hug me and like, I'm a good boy,
I'm a good boy, right? Oh, dude. Good Lord.
So, yes. I mean, it's really like. Honestly, what?
Lori, give him a fist bump for me.
So it's so honestly, I'm sitting here thinking that this may just be used like because I feel like you love me more now than I think I've ever felt, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's and we're honestly looking forward to taking you guys along for the ride. We're just and I've always said we needed a common goal, right? And when I first started our channel on the other platform, it was me. It would be me over at the farm or whatever. Now it's us. And guys, I can't explain how cool it is to know that I'm down at Delaware at the quarter midge track and I may be making a video or whatever, and I upload it and she's on it and fixing it and doing all the things. And we're a team. Like we really, really are a team. Tonight, I knew she was stressed, and I know this is something little and we really didn't even discuss it.
No, it was big.
But she doesn't, she's always the one that makes the decisions about dinner, like what we're having. And I can see how doing that every day of your life gets annoying and stressful. So I thought today, I already knew when she comes home, she's not, this whole social media thing had her a little stressed. And I thought tonight I'm just going to tell her what we're doing. And I don't mean that to be rude. I'm like,
No, it was nice.
we're going out for dinner. When we get back, I'm walking the dog. I'll help you get the Mondays with Mary rolling, and we'll just we'll go from there.
And ladies, you probably understand. Like, it's kind of this decision fatigue. It's like, yeah. So, but this is like super cool. So why don't
I like that.
What?
Jersey Jeff and Mary, the next chapter.
I like that.
I like that. That's pretty cool.
I really like that a lot.
Yes, Hillary, that's where we're at, and we still do that. But you guys have inspired me a little. Now listen,
Okay,
listen.
Okay, ladies, I'm gonna have to. We didn't get to take Royce out because of the storm, and
He was out for a long time.
I know, but I think he's got a potty.
Oh, well, of course he does.
Stop it.
He's not spoiled.
He's a spoiled baby boy. Mommy,
so yeah, that's what today's all been about.
When I get back, we can talk about our next project together, possibly.
Project?
The one we got okay to talk
Oh,
about.
project.
And we got come on, let me talk.
Yes. So that's the one thing. I've always done my own laundry because she got to separate stuff, and I dump it all. As a matter of fact, I got my work clothes down there right now. Stellar Bibs on the road again, right? You guys got awesome ideas. Life with Jeff and Mary, yeah, that's Life with Jeff and Mary too. We should be writing these down.
I'll go back.
Guy, email them to us.
Yep,
You guys all got great ideas. Please blow our email
there
up.
he goes. He's gonna destroy the sofa.
Oh my Lord. Guys, I can see that there is 657 people on, and I got 140 likes. Come on. I do feel like Jersey Jeff thing's got to be in there because I'm not done with the whole Jersey. Okay. Yes. We all see you. Yes. Yes. I know the storm was so bad.
Yes, Reese did love his bone.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, he did. We haven't given him why don't you go give him the second one?
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about that.
Dessert?
No.
Life with Jersey, Jeff, and Mary. That's another good one. Hello from Kentucky. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, that's very true. We're joining forces to make everything better. Yes, absolutely. Jersey Jeff's life's in bits, but I want to. Jaden's back in his room. I think he wants to play his sax for you guys later. Jaden, you want to make sure your saxophone's together and ready, bud. Okay. All right.
Okay. So, just hesitant to mention this a little bit, but we have blessings from the.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We have blessings from the Nita party, and
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes or no? We are moving forward with plans.
With cooking.
Can I say it or not?
I don't know. It makes me nervous.
Okay, well, I'm going to do it anyway because we.
Sarah, thank you.
Somebody gave us the blessing to do it. We are.
This is going to make Lauren's. She's in the hospital. Why don't we wait till she comes out of the hospital?
Okay. At least? No, it's in the process. We're in the process of finding somewhere where we can have animals. How's that?
Right.
And
he said we could mention it.
He did. I asked him.
So, guys, Jay and I are coming up with a plan. Now, it's not going to happen overnight, but and this all got to still kind of be run through Lauren. But Jay and I talked last night.
Jay said earlier to talk about Lake Rose.
Yeah. So, you guys, because it's not I don't feel like it's my story to tell, but I'll share some of it. We don't even know details. But I had said to him a few weeks back about, what if I would spend some money and put up proper fencing over there, and kind of be the maintenance guy around there, and to keep all the yard mowed down, and in return for that, for the services, and I can do some electrical work in the house. Like we know that the house needs some work done, right? So some of that I can do. Like I can't do like the carpentry finish work and all that, but electrical, plumbing, HVAC, and all of the things I can do. However, my like I've been looking at land, guys, to buy, and it's so tough around here. It's so tough. And then the other thing is, I've heard people ask why we can't just buy Lake Road. Well, the house needs work done, and then besides that, farmhouses don't have like a basement or a garage, and I'm not ready to just bail on Jaden's Racing, so I would need a shop. Now you think, well, we could do a little shop just to do the racing, but if I'm going to do like a pole building or something, I would want a pole building big enough to be able to take some hay and some straw and the grains and be able to keep them in a nice, dry, secure area, along with the racing stuff and mowers and all the things that we would need over there to maintain a property that would actually be ours. And quite honestly, guys, if you look at the price of a pole building, you're probably looking at $50,000.
And I mean, honestly, I think all in all, we would be looking at 400.
Oh, more. It would be, Jay and I
500.
talked about last night. It'd be $500,000. And we're, I'm slowly looking at, I'm not stupid far off of doing a retirement because I started in my career very young. And it's not that I want to be lazy and just like, I probably won't retire right when I can. I'm probably because Jaden's young. So Jay and I have kind of come up with, now we haven't worked out any great details, but him and I both are on the same page as far as we both want to see Lake Road have animals back on it. We both want to see proper fencing because my goal is to have, and Jay has said that, listen, Cinco, Mary loves him, I love him. Cinco can't flourish with the goats forever, right? So I think the goal would be to get the proper fencing, proper chutes. I would want to get a small area where I could work the cattle in. And then if I would need vet care or anything like that, I would have an area where I could get them into, and maybe even build a chute that we could just load them in a trailer if we would need to haul them somewhere. So all of that is going to take time and money. Now,
and Royce will have some place to rent.
And we would build, yes. And we would, and quite honestly, Jay has told me already, I can go over there and there's certain places over there that could very within a half hour be set up that Royce could have a place to run. So that is a plan. Nothing has been definite. But the end goal would be for Mary and I to spend some money to put up proper fencing, and that would be like our lease more or less, and then doing work around there. And then if the channel keeps getting bigger and things keep getting good and we can hand them some cash or whatever we need to do that. Now everybody's probably thinking, well, how's that going to work? You're 20 minutes from there, you're going to have animals. So we also talked about, and this come from being in Texas. Mary and I have a camper that we did not use one time last year. Not one time. So I said to Jay, what if we make a pad and a thing, and then, so you can't live on a camper in that property, right? But there's nothing, are you doing that to?
Oh, no. I'm just trying to get, sorry. No, I'm not trying to bait y'all.
So we would want to make a spot to put the camper, hook it up, and then we could go there on weekends and hang out with the animals.
Or even in the evenings.
Jay talked last night. How cool would it be to be sitting at the camper, looking out over the pasture, the sun setting, and just chilling? We could have a little fire pit there, and the other side of that is we would be with our animals. So my goal would be, in my mind, Cinco's number one. Like if they let us do that. And then my thoughts were, Cinco's always been the little guy on campus, right? So in my brain, I think, because obviously I would love to have another Jersey because of Chuck, and then I would love to have a Longhorn. That would be my 3 that I would want, plus my 4 goats. And then we chill at that point.
Yeah.
Because I want them to be able to eat off the land and all the things. And then, so my thoughts were to have like a Jersey calf, a small one, so Cinco could be the big guy on campus. Does that make sense?
Yeah. He's
So
never been the big guy. He's always been
yeah.
he's always been the like kind of the
If
underling.
Hillary, if they would allow me to have rain, absolutely, because I love her. And then that's it. Then that's it.
And I think
oh, the triple wide, right?
and we can from my understanding, we can leave the RV. We can leave our camper there. It just cannot be a full-time resident.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah. So and I've seen somebody ask about, will the township allow this? Well, the township will not allow us to live in the camper, but the township cannot tell Jay that we can't park our camper there and put a shelter up to protect the camper, right?
Yeah.
So that is, I see, and guys, I've thought about that. I do not want to move Cinco over there by himself now. And guys, please, this is going to take some time because fencing's not cheap, you know. And quite honestly, there's a mud sale this weekend, and I'm excited about getting over there because that kind of stuff is normally there.
And Peggy, just real quick, you mentioned horses. We both love horses, but they take so, I mean, like, I think you need to be skilled with horses.
Yeah.
They need so much care, and I would never want to do that.
I would love, I mean, that would be awesome, but I know in my head that I cannot do that. Now, that when I say there's things coming and there's things that her and I are working on, we all sat down as a family on the weekend and decided we do want to try horseback lessons and then do some riding. So obviously we would take you along for that journey as well.
And
yes, the bulls would be yeah, I assume that horses are money pits, but I don't even know, like, it's not in my wheelhouse.
I think they're not as hardy animals.
No, and that's what I've learned, that you know, they're so big. And
can you explain a mud sale? Because people around here don't get mud
so there, and the reason that, what if, right? So the mud sale is and I'm sure Jay will go live, so you guys from Steinmetz Family Farm, you guys have got to watch. But basically over in Kutztown, there's these massive fields and everybody brings their stuff to sell. It's auction style. And the reason they call it a mud sale is because you're walking around the fields and it's April and it's normally muddy. I'm not buying a bucket of mud, but there's tractors there, there's lawnmowers there, there's fencing there, there's all kinds of wood flooring, you just cannot, bicycles, motorcycles, golf, anything you can imagine. Oh, tools. Friday night's the tool sale. I may or may not be going there.
I'll go there.
But just air conditioning systems.
Is that where Lori Weston bought her riding lawnmower?
Yes, that is where Lori Weston, and she bought ducks there. And honestly, guys, that's where Rain came from.
Really?
Rain came from there a year ago. She was a pregnant mom at that sale.
Is that where Bronny came from?
Who?
Bronny?
Yes, Bronny was in a box. Yes. So 2 goats that are on the Steinmetz Family Farm are Stella. I cannot wait to see you there. So that's what the mud sale is.
Yeah, that's kind of our.
Lake Road's really not that grown up right now. Honestly, we go by there more than you guys think we do. There's eyes on it.
Yeah. It does look interesting.
So I know a lot of people talk about the Highland mini cows, and guys, I just don't have the interest. I just want one big old Longhorn, and I want Cinco, and I want a Jersey, and I want the Jersey to resemble Chuck.
Yeah. Absolutely. So yeah, it does sound fun. Are you going to take everybody along to the Met Sale?
Between one of us, I'm sure I'll do some content.
I was going to say is Lauren go, but Lauren doesn't go because
she might not be able to go this year. But yeah, so funny story about Lauren, and I hope she's watching. The first year I get there, right now, remember times were different 2 years ago. Jay and Lauren were going to build a barn. They're going to continue to fix up the house on Lake Road. That was long before Antietam Road came along, right? So, Janook, you have to go.
Come with me, Janook.
Yeah, Mary's going to control me. But anyhow, back to the story. So, the first year we get there, now we all know that Knucklehead has trouble focusing. I love him. So, we get there, we're met up, and Lauren says, you stay with Knucklehead and don't let him buy anything he shouldn't. So the whole day, I'm like, by 9:30, I'm exhausted from chasing him around because they don't have just one auctioneer going.
Really?
There's auctions going all over the place. So you kind of got to get there early, know what you want, and then everything's set up in rows. So you kind of got to watch the crowd and where the auctioneer's at because they're not going to wait on you. So if you want a lawnmower and you know about where it's at, you got to go there when they're there. So Jay is back and forth and across the aisles, and this is my first year here there, and I'm thinking, wow.
And you're supposed to control him.
And I'm supposed to control him. So I didn't know. I mean, I knew him, but I didn't know him that well. So you figure I met him in January, and this is beginning of April. So that's how long I've known. So I just kept saying no, but he didn't listen. He got a big old wooden hot tub and swing sets. But remember, guys, this was all going to happen at Lake Road. The building of the barn and all the things that they got were going to be for the barn. And then, so anyhow, at the end of the day, I thought Jay and I did pretty good, right? We had a couple things, and then we meet up with Lauren at the end of the day, and she's like, this is ours, this is ours, this is ours. It was like a whole row of stuff. It was cute stuff. Because again, remember, guys, Lauren was doing like summer school in the barn. I forget what it was called, like a summer camp.
Yeah.
And teaching kids. So she got all these really neat chairs for the kids. And but I've learned then that I always say that she shamboozled me that day. While I had to keep Jay under control, she was, and it took them, I bet, days to get stuff out of there. Poor Murph.
Pam, I really like that idea of write the vision, make a plan, add a picture, then stick it on the refrigerator.
Right.
Get the three of you together, put your hands on the pick, present it to God. And
yeah. Farm camp. That's what it's called. Yes. Thank you, Patty.
Yes. So somebody asked a long time ago. So maybe racing lightning.
Yeah, we got to register.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to register. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's kind of the.
Yeah, so I have my heart set on what kind of cows I want. That scared me. I'm gonna pee a little.
Jaden, wait just a minute, buddy.
So
I like the dream list.
Yeah.
And that's something cool too. Like we've never had like a goal or a dream together at all.
Nope. This is definitely a start of something, right?
Absolutely. Definitely. What prioritize? Absolutely. Okay, you think Zori will be a contender?
I know he will be. And I'm just, everybody else blowing off at the mouth. I'm just sitting back here.
Lisa wants to know, do you want a bull or a cow?
I want a bull. I want a Jersey bull.
Then are we going to?
Yes.
Okay. Good deal.
Yep. Yeah, because I can't have him. I did see Rita get after Val. And that's the whole reason I even wanted to do horseback riding is because I fell in love with them horses. Yeah, and it's good to talk it out. And I want a bull. I want a bull, and I want to, obviously I will do the thing. I want it to never be able to replace Chuck, right? I'll never be able to replace Chuck, but if I can resemble Chuck, that's kind of what I want to do.
Would we still need to build a structure to house the animals?
So currently there is a 3-sided, we called it the 3-cow garage. I may want that a little different for the pasture in my mind is going to be rearranged. Now I obviously would everything we do or everything our ideas will get run through Jay and Lauren. And guys, this isn't 100% yet. So
in the planning process.
Here's the thing. It wasn't a definite no, we're not doing that. And it wasn't in a let's get started Monday type of thing. Because Jay told me last night, if you're watching that, and that was such a fun live that we did. I really enjoyed that. But he understands that I need to get the race cars done and I need to get these things done before I can start over there. So that's another reason why I really necessarily haven't moved my goats over to here. We got a goat house that the followers got me, and Jay and Lauren and Mindy from up in New York. And
that's what we were talking about. It wouldn't be fair to them to bring them here for a short period of time and then move them again. So what we're hoping is that we can kind of start getting our
Yeah,
ducks
so
in a row.
I seen somebody saying they drove by and there's a lot of stuff. So I talked to Jay just last night when we weren't on camera. I said, hey, we ought to think about, down the road getting a dumpster there and getting rid of some things. And he agreed. And it's going to take time. It's going to take time.
So we haven't given up on it.
No, we haven't. We haven't.
Just kind of behind the scenes thing going on.
Beth, that's a possibility. 2 cows. I don't know. See, when it was Uno, Cinco, and Chuck, the 3 of them did great together. So I don't think that 3's a problem. But again, I will take advice from, Jay and Lester and whoever else would want to give advice. Again, this is not going to happen overnight. Like I want in my mind, I want to be able to divide pasture. I want to be able to put gates in and all the things so we can, I want to do this properly.
Donna, yes, he is an accumulator.
He is accumulator. But guys, remember, and I don't know why I stick up for him because I'm the first one that would say you need to throw that stuff in a dumpster. But he was going to build the barn out of that stuff. So
Sandra, we are also on YouTube.
Yes,
we are.
Yes.
Adventures of Oreo and Joey.
Yes, and we are going to work on the name change. So what do you guys think about the name change? Do you think it's something we really need to look into? Because when I first came back, I was kind of hot on it, and I thought, well, we're still building and we're still doing okay. Rita, it just needs the house at Lake Road, Rita. So what's wrong with it? It just needs some interior work done. It needs some electrical work done. Nothing major. But it needs work. And here's the thing. For us, and knowing Jay, I know we could probably muddle through it and we could do it, but it doesn't change the fact that I would need I would need a pole building, and all of that other stuff. It just doesn't make financial sense for us, even though we would make out well by selling our place here.
Just a second, Jessica, please ask again.
So it just doesn't make financial sense for us to try to sell here, get a whole nother mortgage out at our age, and then a good chance of leaving Jaden with some debt. But I did think, how cool would it be to leave Jaden 11 acres? But quite honestly, too, I don't know that Jay really necessarily wants to sell it. I think, listen, guys, that's where they started their farm thing. So I think the fact that if somebody's using it and he has all access to it, he doesn't have to move any of his wood.
It's a lot of that property has a lot of sentimental value to Justin.
Absolutely. I mean, it's where I first met the knucklehead. So maybe what I ought to do is burn it to the ground. No. Guys, one thing I've realized in the last month, and I don't talk about this a whole lot, is what a good friend Jay is. He showed up here last night at 6:30. We stopped, what you see on camera is the guy you get. He doesn't change because the lights are on. He is a good person, and I am thankful to have him.
And I will say, even Jay probably knew more than anybody else in our entire life what was going on with our marriage. And I will say, even though he was just friend, he showed me so much love and so much grace, and it was just. He's a good guy.
He really is.
He really is.
Brenda, currently there is not Wi-Fi at Lake Road, but I would, so again with the camper, right? I got the perfect place to put Wi-Fi out. And then what I would ever need, because my thoughts are, I would want because I'm not going to be living there, I would want to have security cameras up, if nothing else, where the animals would be. So that would be another thing. But I thought, well, if I have the camper there, that's where I could have my Wi-Fi, and then from there do some kind of security system that I would be able to watch the animals from home.
Heidi wants to know, how big is our camper?
Our camper is not as big as Lester's. Nothing I have is as big as Lester's.
Anyway,
it's what, 30 foot? Yeah, it's 30 foot. It's nice. It's perfect for our little family. And I also told Jay, now don't all you guys start emailing him, but if the camper's there and it's set up and there's somebody from out of town, it's been a follower for a while, and we kind of know them and know they're not going to wreck the camper, that they could possibly go there and stay for a night or two. But that's all way down the road.
Yeah.
Just all way too much
And
information.
so somebody asked, like, we actually, by the township guidelines, we cannot live there. But
No.
it would be like, hey, tonight, let's go out to,
Yeah.
let's go out to Lake Road. And the animals will be well taken care of no matter what.
Right.
So, yeah.
The Lake Road is about 10 minutes from Jay's house, about 20 minutes from here. Take two, Jeff, Mary, and Jaden. Modular. No. And the only reason I say no is because I feel like that would take away from the fun. Like, eventually the house is going to get fixed up and maybe Jay and Lauren will rent it. But you don't want to take away from that farm. I guess it would be easy for her to come in there and knock the house down. But that house, like, you guys, I don't know how much you got.
I'm just.
Oh, I didn't. Well, you told me you'd squeeze my knee if you want me to shut up. So.
No.
So.
That's a good idea.
What?
We could rent the land. Remember how that sniff thing?
Oh, yeah. So the other thing I said to Mary is, now this is back when we were talking about possibly buying it, that it'd be cool because she loves dogs. I love dogs too, but now what she's loving is Bone, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you for the bones, lady. Because I forget your name. I'm so sorry.
Resources include time. Do you have the time?
Yes. So currently, I got to get the race cars done. But here's some of the things I thought about. Like, I get up very early in the morning. So let's say there's animals there. And I've done this already, like when Jay was in the hospital and whatnot. I would go over and feed, make sure the waters had animals. Now, do I just want to feed them and let them be there? Absolutely not. That's where the camper comes in. So suppose it's a Wednesday night and Jade and I decide we're going to go, and Mary wants the evening just to be Mary and chill. That Jade and I could go over and spend the night, and we could go do all the boys things and hang out with the animals and spend some time with them.
And with I have breaks from my work has weird breaks. Like, we work for 6 weeks and we're off too. I mean, it would be really nice to be able to go out there and hang out. And actually, it's not that far from my work, truthfully. So, yeah, it's very, very cool. And somebody asked, totally off the subject, is about how Royce got his name. Royce got his name because the lady we got him from, she has themes for all of her dogs. This one was cars, right?
Yep.
Yes. And she named him Royce. And when you look at him, he was just Royce. So he actually kept his name. So that's how Royce got his name. Nothing exciting. Kim just named him Royce, and we just kept it.
So I seen somebody asking about hookups for the camper. That's a great question. So currently on the property, there is a septic tank that I could possibly dump sewer into. Or, guys, here's the thing. Gray water, you're illegal. Not that I'm going to, because if I'm hooking up to the sewer, I'm going to hook it all up. But gray water, you're allowed to dump to the ground. And obviously the water hookup's a matter of a hose. And electric, there was a pool there that they don't use. So that if they're continuing not to use that pool, then I could use the power from that. Or I could just run a new power line out of that's a whole nother thing.
Kate has just installation. There's probably enough extension cords.
Yes, right. There you go. But listen, and again, this ain't going to happen overnight. It's all going to happen with the blessing of them. Any electric bill that would be occurred, obviously, would be our responsibility. Yeah. Like, my whole thing to this was to be able to use the land, do a little bit of work there, and have that it cost them nothing, and maybe improve the property. And at the end of the day, their property's better. I can't take it with me, but honestly, with where we're at, buying acreage around here is near impossible. Yeah. Do the fencing first. Exactly. So in my head, race cars are priority one for us right now, right? And to continue doing what we're doing. Then once that's done, I would like to go over the evenings and start just cleaning up. And I have ideas like there's still stakes in the ground from where the old tent was. I want to use a machine and pull all them out. Maybe pick up the rubber mattings that's down there and get all the areas cleaned up. Get all the stuff that over the time has got blown around and Chuck has destroyed, like a chicken house that was in there. Get all that cleaned up. Get it all rolled back. Maybe have a bonfire with some of it.
And as crazy as this sounds, a lot of times we don't like to be away from home for a long period of time because the dog, because it's nuts. The cool thing there,
he can come with us. He can come with us. I like Jackie's idea of putting it all down on paper with fences and gates, and absolutely, that's great. And it may be
read Sanders' comment really quick.
Yes. Yes, I would. No. You know who? So if I would do something like that, so a lot of you guys don't know that I do have a race car that I could actually race. I store it somewhere else, and I'm pretty sure if we'd have put a racetrack in, there would be a knucklehead out there running cars around, and yeah, you love our shirts, yeah.
Yeah, and even what we were talking about, because like I'm not a last minute kind of person. Like I kind of like, all right.
Yes.
Yes, I like to kind of have a plan. Like when I come from home from work, I kind of like to know the plan of the evening. And that's sometimes I will not mind helping him at all, as long as I know ahead of time and we make a plan. Like Wednesday nights, we're gonna go out to the farm and clean up stuff, and that's fine.
Alan, I do not think Jaden has the drive to want to do it like on a professional level. I think he wants to go to the next step, whatever it may be. But we definitely got this year left in quarter midgets, and depending on how that goes and how much he wants to do after that,
Amy,
but as far as like, oh, I'm going to race NASCAR, we know that's not happening.
No, not at all. So, Amy asked for prayers for her dad because her dad fell in the shower.
Oh no! Yes.
Prayers for Amy's dad. And if you see what I'm doing, I have like my little post-its here, and if I see something like I'm scribbling it down because I feel horrible. I think I'm going to comment, and then it goes and I forget.
So Jackie had asked about the fencing. So here's another thing that Jay did, and again, guys, this is all very new. Jay had bought an attachment for the his dingo to put fence posts in. When I was in Texas the last time, I talked to Lester about fence posts, and he gave me some ideas too. So I would absolutely rent a machine for the weekend, yes. But here's the thing. There's many things we can do before we even get to that. And I think rather than just going and jamming fence poles in and doing the things, I think we need to, like somebody said, plan it out, draw it out. And again, this all has to we got to make sure Jay and Lauren are good with it because it's their property. We're just going to be blessed enough to be able to use it. And we know that.
Absolutely. You want to talk while I go get,
can you get me a drink?
I can get you a drink. Vince building party.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that would be awesome.
And I will go get you a drink, and I will get Jaden, and Jaden can play a song. Then we can come back and wrap it up.
All right, sounds good.
I appreciate you all letting my emotional support human being come with me tonight.
Yes, this is not going to be every Monday.
No,
this was special.
Just tonight. I really needed
I said they really like you, girl.
But today I wasn't feeling that.
Today she wasn't feeling it, so here we are.
Jaden, Robert.
Yes, I don't think Lester wants to come up from Texas. And remember, guys, Jay did construction. He was a contractor, so he's not going to have. Can you come and tent there? Absolutely. Yes, Brenda, thank you so much. Hit the like button for us. We only got 300 likes. Oh, thank you, Norma. Thank you, Bert. Thank you. We appreciate all the kind comments. Right? Thank you, Kate. That's very nice. It feels good, guys. It feels good. It feels great. Again, thank you, Karen. It really means a lot that you guys have come over from Lester's channel and are still here, and we appreciate you. Jaden's going to be I'm going to turn this towards you, bud. Can you say hello?
Hi.
Are you going to play a song for us?
What song are you going to play? Let's play one song.
He's getting ready, guys.
And Royce is getting stressed. He's fine, buddy. You just get over it.
Yes. So fencing is going to be getting cleaned up is going to be a big part of the deal.
What are you going to play? Which song are you going to play? Let me get you.
Royce is trying to sing along.
You're fine.
Yes, prayers for your dad, Amy.
Come on, Mickey.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for the likes. Thank you so much.
Come on, we'll go in the kitchen while we play.
They're saying hello, Jaden.
Okay.
Are you nervous?
No.
There's 800 people on. You got it? Yeah. Okay, here we go, guys. Good job, buddy. Good job, buddy. Look at all the cool comments.
Great job.
Fantastic job. Doing good, huh?
See?
See?
But nobody else
Does that make you proud?
I'm
Yeah.
proud of you, buddy.
Do you want to thank them for watching and listening
Thanks.
and following along with our story? Can you tell a little bit about, since 2025, can you tell a little bit how you feel about the family?
It definitely got better.
Did it?
Yeah.
How did we get better? What do you think?
You've been a family more.
Yeah. Feels better, don't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alrighty, buddy.
Well, we sure are proud of you, bud.
Yeah.
All
Love
right.
you.
Thanks for playing, buddy. Oh. Wow. Good job, buddy.
Buddy, we're gonna say goodnight.
All
I
right.
want to try and play careless
No, we
whisper.
No, we'll do it. Save it for another time. Save it for another time, bud. We love you, but we had these poor people an hour. Thank you, buddy.
You did a great
We
job.
love you.
Roy's
Thank
not
you,
getting the
guys.
saxophone.
Thank you.
Not getting the
He is a
saxophone.
great guy. He really is.
He is the best kid in the whole
He has
wide
been
world.
playing that long, guys. So thank you, thank you,
He's been
thank you.
playing since the end of September.
That smile, right?
That wasn't a tough song.
He's just got a good heart.
That
He
wasn't
does.
a hard song. You know that, right?
Well, it was hard for me. I don't know what all them notes mean.
No.
Isn't music playing?
Yes, I did. You weren't supposed to see that. Sorry. Oh man, you guys are fun.
Okay, Cindy, Jay needs to do a cameo every Monday, and I can do
All
that.
right, there you go.
That is wonderful. All righty, folks. Well, we've kept John long enough, but yeah, Reese is not really a fan of the saxophone.
Who? Royce?
Royce.
Oh.
No.
So guys, let's have all nice messages tonight. Because if you keep doing mean messages to Mary, you're going to put up with me every Monday.
No.
you don't want
I'll
that.
be, but really, I just
Oh.
need to look at it. God's trying to do something in our life, and those people are just trying to block it. So I just really need to look at it that way. So,
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
anyway,
What if?
you all have a wonderful night, and we love you all.
Prayers for Mark and Cindy that they continue to heal. They've been through it, guys. They've been through it. So, yeah.
All right. Good night.
And prayers to the lady's dad that fell in the shower.
Absolutely.
So,
I want to play careless whisper.
Well,
thinking about you guys. We got a musician in the back.
yes, now he wants.
But thank you so much for joining in. We really, truly do appreciate you guys.
Each and every one of you, we appreciate.
Yeah, absolutely. We know we're a small channel and there's other things you could be watching. And we're just fortunate to have you here for an hour. We love it. We're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to work on this. And hopefully, in not too far a time, you'll see us work in a place to put some animals and building that up and having fun. And yeah,
It's gonna be fun.
going to be fun.
Alrighty.
Remember, guys, what if?
Have a great night. Love ya.
Thank you, guys. Good night.
Bye.